and political offences, so you must want to know what could they be and what are the interventions in case these are spotted out there. So to take us through this discussion today is of course none other than once again having him ASP Asiimwe Muteera, who is the CLO, Community Liaison Officer of Kawempe. Good morning, Afan.
Good morning to you.
It's a pleasure.
Good morning, our dear viewers. It's a pleasure once again to be here on this mighty TV, and more so to diagnose such a very pertinent issue, more so in this political season. I'm glad to be here once again.
All right. Now, when we talk about electoral and political offences, what could they be, first and foremost?
These are offences, or these are crimes that are always committed in an enclosure or in a political environment. It's like saying that offences relating to media. So there is a framework, or there is that red line that offences which occur in such an environment. So these ones, they are called political or electoral offences because they always happen in a political season.
All right.
Yes.
Very interesting. So is there any difference between political and electoral offences? Or it's all entailed in that category?
Where there is electoral, means simply there is elections. Of course, there are no elections which are not political.
Okay, sure.
So it is like a marriage. Politics and elections.
Okay.
There is no politics without voting. So that's why it is electoral political offences.
So what can we also see some of these offences so that people can have a know of what these offences are?
Most of these offences, they are known. They are not new. People have seen them. Others practice them. So they are known. It's not that they are a bit. Maybe only the wording is the one which changes. Amongst them, we have one, misuse of government resources for campaigns. It is a requirement that every government servant, both political and civil, I hope you understand that. Civil servants, they are we who are appointed by the Public Service Commission.
Yes.
Or other service commissions, the Education Service Commission, the Judicial Service Commission. But also we have elected leaders. Most of them now we call them political leaders.
Yeah. So
they always have resources at their disposals. For example, vehicles. So if you are in an election, especially general elections, you are not supposed to campaign using a government vehicle.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So that it is illegal. And if it is found that during your campaigns you use the government resources for your benefit, it is punishable. If a petitioner is successful, you can be disqualified. Wow. That yes, during your campaigns, you are using government resources, because a vehicle has fuel. Most government vehicles, they have fuel. So you are using a car itself, its fuel, even the driver, who is also a public service or government employee, to campaign for you. So it can lead to disqualification if the petitioner makes it clear through an election petition. A candidate can be disqualified on account that during his or her campaigns misused government resources to his benefit. But also if convicted, because disqualification is on an election petition. Somebody is challenging that you could have won, but you had government resources which enabled you to reach where you reached to campaign. But also criminally, we can charge you on account that you misused the government resources during campaigns. So if the conviction, if prosecution is sufficient and you are convicted, you can be fined a tune of 4.8 million Ugandan shillings, or you can earn a sentence in prison of up to 5 years for using government resources during campaigns. In fact, after picking nomination papers, people will hand over government what? They will be using their private what? Their private resources to do campaigns. So this one is common, it is known. It is judicial notice that once campaigns start, you hand over. Number 2, we have defacing or destroying posters for opponents. And this one is a common practice. People move around. People invest a lot of money in these posters. It is very costly, by the way. People use this money, use their money to put up posters. So other candidates go on to deface them. Defacing is somebody, you see they remove like your eyes. You find somebody, you cannot know who this candidate is. So that is defacing. Or destroying. So destroying is about tearing or complete removal. So, but also others destroy campaign material, electoral materials. You have seen people tearing voter registers. Others they vandalize boxes. So it is punishable.
Now, like for example, that one where people deface or they put down people's posters and all that. Do you hold that person found doing so accountable, or maybe the aspirant?
No, it is an individual.
The aspirant
on defacing.
Who could have told his camp to do this and that?
Once prosecution finds that there is that conspiracy, two people or more than one people conspired to commit an offense, you can be held liable. Once it is proved that so and so is the one who hired me, if it is proved, sometimes people now are getting a bit more organized. in committing crimes. That's why we have organized crimes. Somebody commits a crime and they have a way of beating the system. But once it is proved, you can as well be held accountable. But in most cases, it is hard because candidates do not hire these people directly. They hire them via other agents. For you cannot say that now go and black out posters of so and so.
Yeah.
But you have your people. Say that now this strategy, do this and this. So once it has been proved in the courts of law that indeed you defaced or destroyed electoral materials or posters of a candidate, the punishment can be a fine of up to 1.2 million or imprisonment for up to a year.
Okay.
So when I say up to a year, it means it's not more than a year. So it can be 3 months, 8 months, or a year. Then we also have intimidation and violence. I think even now during these primaries of political parties, violence is too much. We have even lost lives. So this violence is the worst. Is the worst form of an election. Of an election vice, because for it there is even loss of lives. One camp is mobilized to attack another camp, or both camps organize to go bare knuckles at each other. So for it, its punishment is a bit heavier once it has been proved beyond reasonable doubt that indeed you intimidated or caused any form of violence. It attracts to a sentence of up to 5 years, or you can be disqualified, or an election can be annulled. That it involved violence, it involved intimidation. I think those are grounds. Some of those grounds during the recent Kawempe North by-election, I think there were such grounds and which could have led to the annulling the election results. So this intimidation and violence creates fear amongst candidates, amongst supporters or voters, and the general public. This one is attributed or may lead to low voter turnout because the environment is always tense. People fear to move out, so people shun the election.
That's right.
Because there is uncertainty. You don't know what may happen. Somebody finds you putting on maybe a t-shirt or any cloth of a certain party or candidate, and they strip you naked.
Yeah. So that in 2020.
So that fear has a great impact on an election. So the punishment is a bit heavier, up to 5 years.
Oh.
So in other words, whereas your candidate is enjoying his sanja, for you are also enjoying it under the supervision of Commissioner General of Prisons. Then also have bribery. Bribery, this is giving monetary, most times monetary, or any form of contribution or resources during an election period, or especially during campaigns. That's why candidates are banned from making such contributions or pledges at any functions. Maybe you are in a church, it is your campaign, they have called you, honorable, please come, we have a fundraising. Once you pledge or give any form of contribution during an election, that one will be termed as bribery. Because in most cases, once you have made a pledge or you have contributed, there will be those words either by you or by your agents. Most of those words are always in our local dialects. But it is termed as bribery.
Oh, yes.
And its punishment is a bit heavier. You can be imprisoned for up to 5 years.
Wow.
Or pay a fine of up to 4.8 million, or you can be disqualified. Once it is established during the election period, before elections, you can be disqualified. But once you have gone through an election is done, and there is an election petition against your winning an election, an election can be annulled. You can be the judgment can be against your favor, and maybe they say that because of such grounds, the election was not free and fair. You know, the purpose of an election is free and fair. Fair, it means that things will go, they may not go best, but at least there should be a leveled ground. Then we have impersonation or impersonating. To impersonate is to act as me when you are not me, for you are Jumba. But because maybe our faces look a bit similar, you want to be like me. This normally happens during voting. Somebody, because they are twins, he carries the ID of Muteera, yet he is Jumba that wants to vote as Muteera. So you are impersonating for someone, while to the contrary you are not. So it is also an offense. And once you have been found guilty of committing an act of impersonation, this its purpose is to vote for someone. It is also a form of vote rigging. You find somebody has more than one ID or one voting card. So it attracts to a sentence of up to 3 years imprisonment or a fine of 2.4 million. Most of these offenses, you can even have both. You are fined, but also you are imprisoned. So it will depend on the mood of the of the judge
that day.
Then we have multiple voting. So people may not detect there before you, while you are impersonating, and indeed you go on to vote. So once you go on to vote, it means you have done multiple voting. Voting is every person carries one vote.
Sure.
So if you vote more than once, that is multiple what?
Voting.
That's multiple voting. That one, it attracts a fine of up to 2.4 million or 3 years in prison. Then we have illegal campaigns. Illegal campaigns, this is, a campaign becomes illegal once it is done before the election period or time, or after the election period or time. For example, we have voting, we have campaign time, maybe say from 6 to 6.
Okay.
So for if you are found campaigning after 6 in the evening, that means you are campaigning illegally.
Okay.
Or we always have a day before elections. So if like today was a day off, it means that now candidates should relax, organize their agents, like that.
Yes.
So for you during this day, which was declared, if you say campaigns ended yesterday, for you found campaigning today, either in the open or clandestinely, you are campaigning door to door. Especially that period, people normally use door to door. Even in the night, you find somebody moving
Door
here,
to door.
reminding the voters.
Hey.
So that one, it can you can be fined up to tune of 1.2 million or imprisoned up to 1 year.
1 year. Okay. Maybe if I can ask about that. How about when the Electoral Commission has not yet put up the date that the official campaigns are starting here and there?
And yes, that is before.
But we already, if I'm to relate right now, there are so many posters out there.
Now we have multi-party elections.
Okay.
So people are now are competing at a party level.
Okay.
That's why at a national level, people who are going to contest at a national level, no one is campaigning. What they are doing, it could be consultative meetings, like that. But somebody cannot go hold the rally and say that now I have contested for this position because they have not been nominated. So how do you campaign when you have not been nominated? So what we are seeing, yes, it is a posture of the future, but it is operating under the armpit of the primary or party elections.
Are these posters not supposed to have something indicating that this is either flag, what flag bearer, things like that?
But most of them are indicated flag bearer.
I'm looking at places like taxis, I'm looking at the billboards, those things are not there. They're just MP 2026, 2031.
But yes, he has said MP that. But most of them are on a party ticket. So the party may not give that person,
Sure.
or he may not do what. So that's why after general nomination, after political parties endorsing their candidates, most of these posters will change.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that's how some of those dynamics always are. But because we are in a political environment, some people keep on twisting.
All right. Maybe if we can continue with some of these offences immediately after the break. So please stay on. Let's go for a very short break and we'll return with more of this discussion as Afande Muteera gives us a part of this discussion.
Issues at hand. This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission. This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission. Issues at hand.
Oh yes, so welcome back. You are watching Issues at Hand, and yes, we are talking about electoral and political offences, and of course any interventions by the police. That's what we shall be looking at. But still, we are still looking at the offences, some of these offences that you should be knowing as a person, or that you should know, such that you may not be able to maybe somehow, somewhere, fall short or fall into committing them. So, Afande here with me is ASP Muteera, Asiimwe, who is the Community Liaison Officer of Kawempe, and he has been taking us through this. So, Afande, if we can continue with these offences, and then we see later on how these can be controlled as well.
Like I was saying, we also have obstructing election officials. If you fail for them to execute their official duties, this one, you can be disqualified. Then obstructing election officials. If you fail the election officials to perform their duties, it can cost you by being disqualified.
Okay.
But also you can earn a maximum of up to 3 years in prison. You have asked that what should we do? What we should do is not a one-man's show.
Okay.
That it should be the police to tell all those involved in an election process of their duties and obligations. It is a multitasking approach or effort by all, because all these affect us in one way or the other, knowingly or unknowingly. For example, you may be coming out of this studio, moving your own ways. You will be caught up in this intimidation and violence, because once the situation, once the ground has been distorted, it won't distinguish between those who have been involved in maybe the campaign or in the election, even you, the bypasser.
Okay.
During last season's political environment, we lost a number of people.
Yes.
And some of them were affected because they were not even part of the violence. So once there is violence downtown, it will affect all, irrespective of what you believe in or your political opinions. So that's how bad some of these can cost us. So what is being done? Because what is being done, it is known. Number one, the Electoral Commission is doing civic education or sensitization. They are sensitizing the voters, they are sensitizing the candidates, they are sensitizing the general public on how they should operate during the political season.
Okay.
Parties at that level, political parties, they are also doing the same. That's where we see there is always campaign harmonization plans. At the police level, we always have a harmonization meeting with all stakeholders, the civil society, the security, the candidates, their agents, on the terms and conditions, on the do's and don'ts before, during, and after elections. It is through that we even give people where they should be. We call it harmonization. We harmonize, say that now, if today I'm going to be in Kampala Central, another candidate should be in Kawempe, another candidate should be in Machindye, another candidate should be in Nakawa. Why? We don't want to have a situation where these two camps, rival camps, because they are rival, everyone wants power by hook or crook, so that they should not meet. Because once they meet, even when the candidate has not told them to be violent, because of the environment, it's like a football match. For you, I don't know where you studied from, but where I studied from, for us, we could do the fans. We were not told by the school to be a bit physical to our opponents. Neither could the players tell us. But once we lost the match, the mood would change. It was obvious that the mood will what? Will change. So even sometimes what you see is not castigated by the candidates. The supporters, for themselves, they decide and do what? You always watch these even both local and international matches. When there is a game, you see the fans are pelting bottles and what at players or in the pitch. Even the ref is forced to either halt the match or suspend it because of the violence of the what? It is not the players who have told them that you be violent. So that's why we always have harmonization. But of course, candidates, sometimes you can be held responsible for the actions of your supporters.
Okay. So I find that many political or electoral offences involve the youth. How are you engaging the youth this time around to be at least calm in certain situations?
That is for government. Government is doing most of these youth these days. You have seen the president has been supporting them through a myoga and a PDM is giving money so that they can be engaged. Most of them they are easily used or manipulated for political gains because they are idle. They have nothing to do. So whoever comes up and maybe mobilizes them for any either positive or negative actions, they are easily taken up. So the government, for now, the 4 years, it has been trying to engage them to form circles, be engaged, engage in productive ventures, so that at least they cannot be taken up by the election waves and end up in criminal activities.
Okay.
Those who participate in any form of electoral violence or electoral criminality, they are apprehended and they face the law, because there is no shortcut. Once you are caught offside, then you are brought to record to account for your actions. So it is a marked approach by all stakeholders. We have the civil society organization or groups. They are also carrying out civic education. They are sensitizing the public. There is a dialogue at the local and national level. All that is aimed to have a smooth, fair political environment or elections. So it is not that for us police we are now it is now within our mandate that we should ensure that these things don't happen. It is a marked approach.
Okay.
We are doing it wholesomely by various stakeholders. We have sister security agencies, we have civil society, we have respective political organizations which are also sensitizing their work, because it cuts across.
Okay.
So that's how we are handling.
Very interesting. Can we also look at the key challenges you could be facing while trying to address these political offenses or electoral offices?
Yes, the challenges do exist. Why? Because we are dealing with the human being. The human being, you are planning this, but he's also planning this. You prevent them from fighting during the day, they attack at night. So it is a challenge that we are handling people whom we all have the 5 senses. So they say now if this has failed, now we are going to embark on this strategy. 2, there is lack of will from some of the candidates. Even this will, that some of the candidates fail or refuse to rain on their supporters that please don't do this. So they fail to disassociate themselves from any form of illegality during an election. So it is a very big challenge.
Okay.
Because these candidates, they are very powerful. Somebody contesting at the level of a member of parliament, that is a national figure. So it becomes a bit hard. And especially when it comes to remote areas, we have an inaccessibility. So the challenges do exist. But what is most important is for all those engaged or involved, especially the candidates, they can set the pace. There are some political organizations or parties which have a firm stand on violence. I'm not here to market any political organization, but discipline within the camp can first be managed at a political level. Once at a political level, there is that management, there is that discipline. It becomes easy even at a national level. What we see, there is even training. There is now a common word, which now people have now adopted. They are building bicycles. So those bicycles, some of them don't have brakes.
They will crash.
So yes, you will knock someone, but you will also crash because the bikers, they don't have helmets. Eh? You will knock, but you may also crash. So that's the level I'm talking about. That
Okay.
the leaders have a task, have a purpose, can set direction on what the election should look like.
Okay.
Yes.
Very interesting. Now, I understand our time is almost getting done. If you could send a message to our political actors out there, the youth out there, and the voters themselves in regards to the upcoming elections and how they can maybe try to prevent themselves from engaging in such offences, and also give us
my
your last
message
remarks.
to the general public is that a political, violent, or unfair atmosphere can adversely cost each one of us. We have seen, even at the local level, you see somebody who has never owned a bicycle sets ablaze a vehicle.
On a vehicle, yeah.
You can imagine. Now, what has the vehicle done? A vehicle is a non-living thing. It cannot talk, it cannot, it is. So why do you ban somebody's vehicle? Why do you ban somebody's motorcycle? So let's have respect for one another. Let's have respect for self. This season is here, but it's not going to be here forever.
Oh, yes.
It has even a time frame. You know, political season has time frames. That we shall begin maybe in August up to March. After that period, you will not see again posters, you will not see what. People will even diminish, you will never hear them again. So it has a time frame. Please, let's operate in that, in the prescribed guidelines or in the set guidelines by the Electoral Commission. And most importantly, know that whatever you are doing, the law is there. People forget. Once you are apprehended, there is no how you say that, so and so is the one who sent me. It will be you as you alone. So, but at a larger perspective, we are all Ugandans. We are brothers and sisters. These things come and go, but still, it will be the same Rujumba. It will be the same me. Nothing will change. We will remain the same.
Oh, yes.
You are in the same village. You are not going to shift your village. Whether your candidate has won or has lost, you will remain there. You shall be going to the same market, using the same means of transport. So please, let's have always that sense of belonging and respect for one another.
Okay.
In that, we shall cease to engage in such violent campaigns, and at the end of the day, I always tell people that you put in a lot of feelings in an election. After the end of the 5 or 4 years, you find your candidates now are in the same camp. How do you feel?
Disappointed.
So please, support, but support responsibly.
Okay.
Some of them just jump on the wagon. You don't know the mission of the candidate. You don't know, even others don't read manifestos. For them, they see the crowd and they join. So please, let's support, but support responsibly. Let's respect the laws of the land. They are there. You may not see them because you are still in an ocean. But in the moment they have you in a pond, that's when you realize that even a hook can fish you. But we want to wish all those who are contesting for various positions the best of luck. Campaign responsibly, guide your camps, rain on them. You own the election. The election is yours. So don't break anyone. Don't break our country.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Assistant Superintendent of Police Asiimwe Muteera, who is the Community Liaison Officer for Kawempe, and we really appreciate the information that has been given. I'm also hopeful that you out there have picked one or two words that will help you not create any offense during this period of time, but also maybe help a friend who could be messing up somehow, somewhere, but you're informed enough, and then let them know that what they are doing is not right. So I really, really hope that you have picked something out of today's discussion. I want to appreciate you for joining us. My name is Luke Mazumba. Alenaito, please have a lovely day. More programs are coming up. Stay with us.
Issues at hand.